Namaste. Now we will be seeing the proof of Pythagoras theorem. It says the sum of squares of adjacent sides with 90 degrees is equal to the square of hypothesis. For a Pythagoras theorem, we will be going stepwise by the concepts of similar triangles and see how we can prove this theorem. Okay? Now, for that, from the point of right angle, we will be dropping a perpendicular to the hypotenuse side. Please have a look at the picture. From the point A, we are dropping a perpendicular. We are naming it as point D. Let this be theta. Theta plus B should be equal to 90 degrees because this is 90. In this triangle, theta plus B is equal to 90. Why we got this theta is same as this theta? Because when this is angle B and we got from the top outer triangle that B plus theta is 90. This is 90, therefore B plus theta. Theta is nothing but angle C. Therefore, theta plus B is equal to 90. This is 90, this is B, therefore this becomes theta. Okay, therefore this becomes angle C. Now, in order to prove that, we will try to find the similar triangles. Once we find the similar triangles, we will use the concepts of similar triangles to deduce the Pythagoras theorem. What is the meaning of deduction? From one step to the next step in a logical manner, how we move, that is called deduction in mathematics. We will be seeing a lot of these steps and its advanced concepts also in many of the theorem proving techniques. Okay, now let's focus on deriving the Pythagoras theorem. The three similar triangles that we formulate are, which we extract are always remember, we should be drawing the similar triangles in the way which is convenient to us. This angle is theta, therefore at this point we write theta and this point we write theta. Accordingly, we need to formulate these triangles. We get such formulation based on our experience. Okay? And see, this is B plus theta is 90. Here the step is here, it is BAD. In the first triangle, whatever we see here, it is BAD. You see, at D it is 90, therefore it should be D. Okay, is it clear, ma? ACD, this is theta. ABC, the original triangle. Now, from triangles 1 and 2, Please have a closer view in that. Triangles 1 and 2. I am writing the equations. Now we are considering triangles 1 and 3. 1 and 3, we write the equation sin theta. Sin theta is equal to BD by opposite side by hypotenuse, which happens to be BD by AB. From triangle 3, it is AB by BC sin theta. Okay. Similarly, this implies AB square is equal to BC into BD. This will take it as equation number 1. Now you see a technique. We got the square of AB, one side. Therefore, by logic, we should be able to get the square of another side as well. Therefore, blindly I can write, you see, here it has AC, this is equal to AC. Okay? Because we need to get AC square. We got AB square. In order to get what is AC square, which should be the triangles chosen? This is called reverse engineering. In much higher courses, you will get to identify the techniques, the mapping. You will try to identify certain patterns by going in a reverse manner. Okay? Yes. Whenever we get any terms which we did not see but which we require in the flow, which are another concepts, at the end of the notes, you mean in the bottom of the page, keep a bottom of the page and make sure you write certain concepts or keywords names, so that you will be able to read more upon that. Okay? Your teacher will always be happy and encouraging to learn more advanced concepts as well. But within the time constraints, it so happens that we cannot teach so many concepts. Okay? You can meet the teacher offline, or you can drop an email, or ask any of your mentors. They'll be more than happy to inform you. Okay? Yes. AC is in triangle 2. AC is also in triangle 3. Therefore, I will consider triangle 2, triangle 3. Is it clear, ma? Because we need AC square. AC is in triangle 2, is in triangle 3. What we'll consider here? Again we'll consider, this time we'll be considering cos theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side CD by AC, that is equal to AC by BC, that is equal to this implies AC square is equal to BC into CD. This we call as equation number 2. Now, what we require on this side, you see, this is called LHS side. This is called RHS side. In always improving theorem, we take either the left hand side or the right hand side. From one you will be deriving the other. You will not take both left hand side and right hand side and trying to get something. No, it is never what you will never do that. Okay, either left hand side or right hand side, and we will try to deduce one from the another. Okay, yes. Now we will see when we refer the equations 1 and 2, you can simply see that by adding these two I get the left hand side, which is AB square plus AC square. Therefore I'll be adding the things. AB square plus AC square is equal to BC is the common term. You will get BD plus CD. Please see here, AB square plus AC square is equal to BC into BD plus CD, which is equal to BC into BC, which happens to be BC square, Therefore, we are able to get the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay? Thank you so much for your time and efforts. We will be seeing another concepts, its related concepts, its corollary, its applications in various, you can say, scenarios or real world applications, so that we get deeper insights, more in-depth idea about the Pythagoras theorem. Thank you so much.